Ethan, give me the top 2 on your list.
Probably number 1, which is a druggie.
Okay?
And then low life.
A low life?
My name's Brian Cundy. I've been a peer support specialist and youth and transition advocate for almost a year. It's the most rewarding job I've had.
When people used to call you a drug addict, low life, worthless, how did that make you feel?
Felt less motivated.
Okay?
A lot of the hurdles that I see with these kids is because they have no self-worth, self-esteem, they'll resort to stuffing that feeling with a substance.
There's 2 ways that these labels affect people.
When they realize that it's now become a problem instead of part of the solution, then there's even a bigger hurdle to overcome.
We go ahead and start choosing the people that will support us in all of these bad labels.
As a former addict, I can understand that feeling. I wanted that sense of respect and love and belonging. I didn't want to deal with the pain anymore, but I knew no other way to cope. It didn't take me very long before I was a full-blown addict. It's strange for me to think back on it now, but when I was in my addiction, I would tell myself that I was okay with eating out of trash cans, living in cardboard boxes. I had convinced myself that I was worthless.
Why have you held on to all these labels that you have put on yourself for so long? They destroy you.
I had lost the respect for myself, the dignity, the love.
I've been where you're at. I've had these labels put on me. I've put these labels on myself.
And that's kind of the point I wanted to get across to these kids, that those labels are very damaging and they can stifle any progress that we can make until we figure out you are worth more than what you're believing. If I had gotten released the last time I was in jail and not had Switchpoint, I would have gone right back to what I had done. Switchpoint said, you are going to be responsible for these things, or we cannot help you. And that was a huge shift in how I saw being homeless to, I'm just transitioning. And I'll do this now knowing that there's a payoff in the future.
So this one will be used to coat the...
It gave you a sense of pride almost, to know that I can do this on my own, and if I ever have a question, I know where to go for an answer. It was empowering. You needed to do the footwork, and that included the chores that you did, helping out in the kitchen, cooking, cleaning up, unloading the food truck when it came in. Those were all skills that they were teaching you kind of under the radar, basically, that you were doing something to get outside of yourself, being a part of a larger group. It was like a surrogate family.
You want us to salad it up and all that? Salad and roll?
The narrative around homelessness, addiction, mental health is they're not worth putting time and effort into. And when somebody is in addiction or has mental health issues, they internalize that. That's, I think, one of the most detrimental things.
I feel like I didn't have anybody that loved me. I didn't have a family that loved me. I didn't love myself. They really saved me.
Turning a blind eye to it doesn't fix it. It doesn't even make it go away. We just avoid it. And I know what it's like to just avoid stuff. I did that for 20 years. You really have to be invested in order for anything to change. And I think that Switchpoint has done a fabulous job of showing that change is possible. Everything anybody does has a ripple effect. And it happens whether it's unhealthy or healthy. You will affect other people.
I have a passion for what I do now, and that's why
I have a career now. No matter what your maladaptive coping behavior, and that's what addiction is. I want to be that connection that's stronger than addiction until they can be a connection to others. That's what the opposite of addiction is connection.